make you feel comfortable there?
Not go through my stuff.
Right.
Let me leave the house. And I guess just be comfortable, like, with my dad. Like, I'm usually fine with my mom, but I don't like to be home when me and my dad are both there because I feel like it's awkward.
It's a good morning and a good night. And how was school? It was fine. And that's like, as far as their conversations go, you know, if she tries to come home and tell a story about school, he comes to me, oh my God, I can't believe she said something like that. Or he looks at her like, you're stupid. Why are you even telling me something like that? Like, that's, you know, off in left field. You know, why would you be doing something like that? And I feel like it's a constant shutdown. He just shuts her down.
The stories that she comes home with for school are just stories of like her like horsing around in class. And I'm just like, why are you telling me you're screwing around in class?
I don't always agree with the stories either. I mean, she doesn't.
But you laugh about them. It's never like, why would you do that? Or you never look at me, I'm like, I can't believe she did that in class. It's like, I gotta be
I tell her, you could even ask her, I tell her quite often that was a dumb decision and she shouldn't do that again. I better not get a call from her teacher or anything like that. But you don't even like fill in that conversation. You listen to her and you look at her like she's dumb.
Like, I just don't find it funny.
Well, it's really not necessarily for your humor or entertainment. Look, coming up, should Dustin be disciplining Kyra, or is that mom's job? We'll talk about that after the break. All 4 children are going to be impacted by what you two do.
Yeah.
And you say that your 3 brothers are your favorite thing. Then you need to think about the choices you're making and how much it's going to mess up their lives. Because when you choose the behavior, you choose the consequences. And if you think that what you're doing is not affecting their lives, if you think you're not having an impact on them, you're wrong, because it is. Does that mean that you're feeling trapped, you're feeling all the things that you're feeling should just be discarded to be sure you're taking care of everybody else? Absolutely not. Your feelings matter. You are entitled to deal with your feelings. And look, you're not the disciplinarian here. I got news for you. Unless you come in at most 2.5, 3 years old, you can't pull that off. That doesn't work. What you can do is support her in doing what she's doing. But you can't come in at 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, and start becoming the disciplinarian for someone else's child. Not just you, I'm just talking about everybody. It doesn't work that way. You got in the game too late. What you can do is support her in doing what it is she's going to do. You can influence her, but she's the one that has to deal in that regard. You're not inventing this equation. It's that way in all situations. Like I said, I've been doing this 45 years. You're not the exception that proves that rule. You can't be the one that does that. It's got to be her.
Okay.
To her, he's your husband, which is a far cry from being her dad. She can call him dad, and she can show the respect. She can do that. But he's somebody you married. In violation of an agreement, by the way, but nonetheless, somebody you married.
It's just really hard to hear that I hurt her in that way.
Yeah.
Unintentionally.
What'd you want to say?